Good morning, everyone. This is Savannah Justine for Real Talk Radio, bringing you the public affairs that affect you. I hope everyone is having a wonderful morning this morning. I know I am. This is the last Sunday in March, and next week we're going to have the first Sunday in April, and Easter is going to be that Sunday. You guys, the months are just coming and coming and coming, and I want to make sure you guys are staying atop of your New Year's resolutions as always. Today, we're going to get into a few things, you guys. Dr. Willie Wilson is going to be doing another gas giveaway. So, of course, I have to share information on that. And I have to give you the dates and the places. And I got a little interview with him myself. So you're going to hear that recorded call. And I'm so excited for you to listen. I'm also going to be sharing a few more information bits about the Inspired Home Show. I don't know if you guys remember last week we were talking about it. And I want you to hear Miss Jenny Klaus talk about her favorite things for spring cleaning. Because, of course, the rain is falling. The weather is warming up. And I see the grass is getting greener, which means the flowers are going to bloom, and that means it's time to get ready for the summer. You guys, I'm so excited to get into this show. Let's get into the first topic.
You guys are with Real Talk Radio, where we bring you the conversations that matters to the people. I'm your host, Savannah Justine, and today we're sitting down with the man whose name is synonymous with giving back right here in our city. A businessman, a community leader, and a philanthropist, Dr. Willie Wilson. Now, if you've been anywhere in Chicago, you already know Dr. Wilson is once again stepping up in a major way. In April, the first week of April, he's going to launch another massive gas giveaway, providing $35 in free gas at dozens of locations across Chicago and surrounding suburbs. This marks his 20th giveaway, with a $200,000 commitment that has previously been done before, too, to help residents dealing with the rising gas prices and continuing the understanding of letting people know that even though the pressures are high, he can help where he can. Dr. Willie Wilson, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Good. Thanks for having us. We appreciate being on here, too.
Of course. Now, you've done multiple giveaways over the years. What made you say now is the time to step up again in such a big way?
Well, usually what happens is that I kind of want to judge things when things are high when I go to the service station myself. Mm-hmm. And I went the other day, and usually I never let my tank drop below half tank. And so traditionally it take me about $30 or $35 to fill it up. This time it took me like $73, $78 right in the area.
Yeah.
And I said, well, wait a minute. That's why I said, look, I gotta go now. I'm gonna maybe wait a little bit before I announce it. Mm-hmm. But I usually do it 2-3 times a year anyway, because people are hurting out here for gas, grocery or something. Mm-hmm. Now, people need, gas to get to work, take care of their families and things of that nature. So I had to do it. We don't just stand by and complain about it. You get in, you do something about it. You're obligated to do your part. And that's what we've always have done, and that's what we always will do.
Of course. Now, you mentioned rising gas and grocery prices as well. I can attest, you guys, the gas has gotten ridiculous. I used to put $15 in my tank, and that'll maybe give me a good little 5, 6, 7 gallons. I put $15 in my tank yesterday. It barely gave me 3. So I definitely feel the difference. Now, this is your 20th giveaway. When you see those lines forming as early as 2 a.m., what goes through your mind?
Well, we know there's going to be long lines.
Yes.
So what I took and done was this. Look, we'll do it this first Saturday in April. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I'm always in a church every weekend, with the exception of the first Sunday this time. Mm-hmm. We always ask people to inbox me and get another 500 people, 100, 200 people to come out, sometimes even 1,000 people to come out. And then we'll give them the gift card right at the church when I get them speaking at the church every Sunday. So we'll do that for the next 35 to 40 some days. Ooh. That way we'll be able to take care of those that was in line, was unable to get gas, and go from there.
You heard that, you guys. This, if you go, where's the church? Should they meet you at the church or should they meet you somewhere else?
No, they meet me at the church. Okay. But see, all you have to do is go to, have the guys, just email Willie Wilson Facebook, not email me. Go to Willie Wilson Facebook.
Willie Wilson Facebook.
And follow.
Yes.
Everything is on there. We communicate through that way. I'll just say, hey, look, inbox me. The next 500 people that inbox me, meet me at a church Sunday. And the reason I have it inbox me that way, because we have to make sure that the church can hold everybody. We don't want all of Chicago, so we just want those 300 people or 200 people, 500 people to come. And then the following Sunday, we'll get another one, and the following Sunday, another one, and following Sunday, another. So we try to help in that way. So this going to run here from anyway from 4 to 6 weeks in a row.
You heard that, you guys. If you go to Dr. Willie Wilson's Facebook, follow and like the post, he's going to tell you which church he's going to be at to give the first 300 to 500 people gas, too. So if you missed it this first Saturday and Sunday in the month of April, he's going to make sure you get it for the next, you said 35 to 40 days. Now, I want to ask you, at the core of everything you do, what drives Dr. Willie Wilson to keep it at this level? Because this is amazing.
Well, basically what it is at this here is that, we struggled when we was little kid. We picked cotton, we chopped cotton. We're from a sharecropper family. And we had to borrow bread from our next door neighbor. And the following week, we pay it back, and then they would borrow from us back and forth. So we didn't have anything. And so we learned to help our neighbors, and that was down in Louisiana, Louisiana. And so what happened is that I just kept the same spirit. When I left home and ran away from home at age 13, only a 7th grade education, and that was it. And we just said, hey, look, we'll continue to help if we ever get enough money to take and do that. And so we continue to do that today. And the other thing was, too, is that when I was in need, didn't have no money, I went to the founder of McDonald's and asked for an opportunity, and he gave me an opportunity with the McDonald's franchise. And from that day on, we were able to get several other type of businesses. And so we just give away every penny we make, with the exception of the dollars I have put aside in case that something go wrong. But otherwise than that, we work for the people.
I love that. I love that. You guys, I'm going to make sure that you all know where every single gas station is so you guys can be in line. Of course, it is first come, first serve. And I was there in 2022 for one of the gas giveaways, and you guys, it was packed, gridlock everywhere and packed. So make sure you get there early and make sure you get there on time. Now, I remember you said you were going to also do some grocery card giveaways as well. Why is that important to expand beyond gas and address food access as well?
Well, because the grocery store is just affordability. People don't have food to eat. We do both. Now, whatever you do with the card and stuff of that nature, versatile, you can use it for the grocery, or you can use it for gas, whatever it may be. We make those exceptions. When you're out, we just know that people need food to eat. A lot of times the kids at home and the parent doesn't have enough money to buy food. And oftentimes when you send them to school, those are the only meals they get is at school.
Yeah.
And so it's tragedy out here how all the cost goes up. Now, the extra step that I took, I wrote a letter to the governor, and you can see all the time I when it was on Facebook, it is to ask him to take give an extension, don't charge anybody sales tax for the next 60 days. So that way, that could that's going down and save him about $1.
Gotcha.
And hope that he would do that. And we also written on the legislator to help with that whole cause too, yeah?
Mm-hmm. You are so correct. Dr. Willie Wilson, thank you so much for coming on the show. Chicago, that was Dr. Willie Wilson continuing to make a direct impact in our communities with his upcoming gas giveaway and continuous efforts to support families facing rising costs. If you plan to participate, remember it's first come, first serve, with $35 in free gas starting at 7 a.m. across multiple locations throughout the city and surrounding suburbs. I'm going to make sure you guys get the direct addresses to make sure you guys can get in line. But this is what Real Talk Radio is all about, bringing you real conversations, real resources, and real impacts happening right here in Chicago. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, that was Dr. Willie Wilson himself. I hope you all enjoyed the interview. You guys, I hope you all enjoyed the free gas as well. I'm going to list about 4 different gas stations, and please stay tuned to our YouTube page. I'm going to also list every single gas station on the YouTube page so you guys can be prepared and know where this gas is going to be at. All right, let's take a look. Number 1 is going to be at BP gas station, 750 North Wells in Chicago. Again, that's 750 North Wells in Chicago. Amoco, 4402 West Roosevelt Road. Again, that's Amoco at 4402 West Roosevelt Road in Chicago. We have another one called Mobil gas station, 15857 Crawford Avenue. Again, that's 15857 Crawford Avenue in Markham. That's Mobil gas station. You guys, there's a Shell gas station, 210 East Ogden in Hinsdale. 210 East Ogden in Hinsdale. That's the Shell gas station. I'm going to list 2 more. There's a Shell gas station, 2401 West Roosevelt Road in Chicago. 2401 West Roosevelt Road in Chicago. I'm sorry, you guys. 2401 West Roosevelt Road in Chicago, and that's Shell gas station. And Super Save, 101 Madison Street in Maywood. Again, that's 101 Madison Street in Maywood. It's called Super Save gas station. You guys, I'm going to list all the other gas stations because it's about 25 to 30 of them where he's going to be giving away gas all across the Chicagoland area, and you guys should be having access to this free gas because you guys, $4 for some gas is insane. You know, I just filled up I didn't fill it up. I put gas in my car. I put $15 in my car. And usually $15 gets me around, 5 to 6, sometimes 7 gallons of gas. I put $15 in my tank the other day. That barely got me 3. I was so surprised. I can't handle this. We have got to fix whatever's going on, and we have got to get this right because I cannot be paying $4 for some gas. That is unheard of. I feel like we'll never get back to $2.50. I feel like those days are long gone, but this free gas that he's giving out, you guys need to go get it because it is first come, first serve, and it starts at 7 a.m. You guys, let's move on into the spring cleaning where we get an inside look with Miss Jenny Klaus at the 2026 Inspired Home Show.
All right, you guys, this is Real Talk Radio, and I am your girl, Savannah Justine, and I have Jane Klaus here with me for the Inspired Home Show. She's going to take us through a few things about spring cleaning. You guys, tell me what you know about spring cleaning and everything that has to do with the pets, decor. Tell me everything.
Well, Savannah, I love spring cleaning because you know what that means? It's one day closer to sunny hot weather here in Chicago.
Absolutely.
So spring cleaning is all about renew, reuse. We want to clean out. We want to bring in fresh. And one of the trends we're seeing at the Inspired Home Show is about staying in. So staying in is having a moment, whatever that means to you.
Yes.
And I suggest you spring clean when you're staying in for that moment. So we're seeing a lot of projects to do that while you're staying in and enjoying your home. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you what, one of my favorites is the laundry turtle.
Tell me about it, please.
The laundry turtle is a revolutionary way to do your laundry. You are not going to lose a sock by wrangling all of those clothes out of your dryer. It's for a front load washer. Mm-hmm. Ready for this? This is when I open this up. It's a laundry turtle. Don't let it get you crazy. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I told you it was going to be fun. So this goes in your front load washer or dryer. You scoop in, swirl it around, and you can pull out all of your clothes in one motion.
I love that.
I love it too. And it's really fantastic if you don't have somebody doesn't want to bend up and down. Yeah. So it gets all of that. And listen, you're going to wash your clothes before you donate them.
Of course.
So you do your laundry, You put them in the donate pile. You put some in the pile that you're going to keep. And then you spring clean. That was a past tense of spring cleaning. Then you've done your spring cleaning in your closet. But we also want to make sure all the nooks and crannies and all of our windows are nice and clear.
I love that.
Check out this squeegee. I mean,
this feels nice.
I know we're on the radio, but if you could just feel this, how does this feel in your hand? Let's describe it. It's soft, right?
Really good grip.
Here's the thing about this squeegee. It won't slip, but it's so comfortable, it makes me want to clean. Right?
I like that idea.
That is fun. Cleaning can be fun, people. This is so much fun.
Wow. Now, I remember I heard something about pets. What do you have for the pets, for the little guys in their house?
Do you have a pet?
I do.
Okay. So pets are leveling up in their products. They're no longer like, oh, I've got a box for my cat to play in, right? Like, here's some canned food. No, we are really celebrating our pets. So pet celebrations. 36% of people surveyed said, I will show up to a pet party, friends and family.
Really?
If you invited me to your pet party, I'd be like, I am in, because I'm part of the 36%. So appliances are leveling up. So what I'm looking at here is a total pet kitchen. This right here, put it on your countertop. You can cook, you can mix, you can grind homemade, fresh pet food right here on your countertop.
Wow.
And you're saving money. And then it gets dispensed right over here on the side, right into our little pet bowl.
Oh, so that is cool.
In under an hour.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I need that.
If you have a pet. And so we want to take care of our pets.
Yes.
And we also want to celebrate our pets. So
the better food they eat, the longer they live.
That's right. And also the cleaner water. So this is from Paws Pick. This is a ceramic water bowl. So, you know, I had cats. So my cats would always love to have the water out of the fountain. Well, I don't really want them on the countertops. So this is a really great solution to have your pets and your dogs and your cats drinking fresh water. And it recycles because there's a pump in there and it looks great.
That looks amazing.
Isn't it beautiful?
It fits with the decor I have at home.
See? And that was what Paws Pick did. They know that you had that decor and everybody else said this was going to look good. And if you're going to have a pet and you're going to have a party, you're going to have a party. Look at how cute the little bucket hat is. I know.
You guys, I love it. My dog needs this.
There you go.
ASAP.
Every dog needs that.
And then the little, that's cute.
I know, it's great. And then treats, of course, we're celebrating our pets. But we also want to celebrate ourselves. And we want to spend some time in the kitchen.
For sure.
And baking.
Do you like to cook?
I like to cook. I'm cooking right now in my head. I'm making like a 15-course meal.
I love that.
And while I'm talking to you. And I'm baking a bundt cake. So this is a bundt pan from Nordic Ware.
That's beautiful.
Do you know that the bundt pan is 80 years old? Celebrating 80 years. Yes.
Wow.
I mean, who doesn't love it? So this is from Nordic Ware. And they did a little inspiration here from ancient Greece. The gods and goddesses with the leaves.
Yeah,
from the Olympics around their head. Yeah, the Olympic runners. So 80 years, that's from Nordic Ware. And then this is a Dutch oven.
I love pink.
I love pink too.
I love pink.
This is from Tramontina. This is a cast iron bread oven. This is for newbies or expert bakers. This is going to give you brick oven style bread.
Really?
I am telling you what.
Now I'm big into the sourdough.
Okay, do that in here as well.
I can do that in here.
And you know what else, Savannah?
What?
When you didn't eat all of your sourdough, you can wrap it up right here from Nectar and Nest. This is a woman-owned business.
Really?
Yes.
Love that.
This is going to save your bread. Keep it fresh so you can have it the next day.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. You guys, this is Jane Klaus. She is amazing and you guys need to come and look at some of these things I will be showing you on my page. And this is Real Talk Radio. Thank you so much.
All right, you guys, that was Jane Klaus giving us the real inside scoop on some of her favorite things from the Inspired Home Show for 2026. I am so excited to share that clip in that video on our Real Talk Radio CMG YouTube page. Please make sure you go check it out when it comes out after this episode for the show. You guys, I had such a great time at this Inspired Home Show. It really gave me some good inspiration for my home, but some amazing thoughts when it comes to paying attention to detail to what you need in your home, whether it's cleaning and containing with containers and like different closet solutions and different things like that, whether it goes with dining and different pots and pans and knives and different things. It was so interesting to see, so interesting to learn. And more importantly, I am so excited to become a homeowner and have those things, of course. You guys, it's so important for spring cleaning. And next week, I'm going to share some information about Easter, because I feel like Easter is such a transitional period for really what the new year is going to be. A lot of the old is washed away. We're washed away of our sins and we are forgiven. And I think it's really important for us to not only stay on our 2026 goals, but it's important to let go of what no longer serves us. And I feel like it's so important to keep these different themes amongst the months for us to know that we always have room for improvement. We always have time to make ourselves better. Since it is the last Sunday in March of Women's History Month, let's take a major focus on women's health, because I think that is so important. All right, you guys, focusing on the ladies, the perfect time to check in and take charge of your health. I want to let you guys know I love going to the gym, and we have spoke on previous weeks on what we need to do to stay healthy and how we can change our diets, change what we use and things like that. But I have someone joining us today to talk to us about the medical affairs ahead for women's health. Dr. Yasmin Wadan, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Now, let's get started on the women's health. Now, women's health is a very long, lifelong journey. What are some things women can do to support ourselves and in every life stage that we go through?
I think first, up front, it's important to acknowledge that life comes in stages for women, and that with each one of those stages, it's a rebirth, if you will, right? It's a good time to understand that there are different considerations, particularly from a healthcare perspective, to keep in mind as you go through that journey, and that with each one of those stages, there are options that can be available to us to help us navigate that stage of life.
Oh, okay. And can you tell me, how does gut health and digestion play in overall wellness? Because I know I do take a lot of different types of probiotics to help with gut health and digestion. What should women be looking for as they age?
Yeah, maybe just to keep in theme about the stages of life, right? Our gut changes with us, right, and goes through those stages with us. And we know that overall, what we consume contributes to our health. And it's particularly important as it ties and relates back to the stage that we're in. So, for example, if a woman is in her menstrual stage of life, right, some of her premenstrual symptoms might be alleviated by supplements or nutritionals that she might take, or certain foods that she may avoid eating during that period of time. Goes, for example, in the pregnancy, right, in the reproductive stage of life, where we want to ensure that women are taking the right prenatal vitamins and taking in the right nutrition to keep herself healthy, but also the pregnancy that she's carrying. And that same applies, for example, in the menopausal stages of life, right? We know that there are certain symptoms and certain conditions that come along with that stage of life, and making sure that nutritional health and gut health are taken care of can only contribute to overall health.
Wow, yes. And can you tell us what are some important tips women can take with the food you were saying? I really loved the different diet things that people like to do, like the macro, the keto, the vegetarian, the pescatarian, the different things that people try to do to change their diets up to be healthy. But what do you think would be the best optimal way for women to focus on their food health?
Yeah, I think honestly, healthcare is very personal, and so is nutrition. And so making that a part of the discussion and conversation that you have with your clinician, and May is Women's Health Month, so it's a good time to remind folks to go in and see your clinician, right? Make that OBGYN appointment that you've been putting off, or see that primary care physician you haven't seen in a while, and make that part of the dialogue, right? Mm-hmm. To try to understand, one, the stage of life that you're in, and two, what aspects, right, what options, whether it be from a nutritional perspective or other perspectives, that can help contribute to making you feel good through that part of life.
Wow, that is so good. Thank you so much. Can you tell us where we can get more information from you?
Yes. Folks can visit Bayer, that's BAYER.US, for more information.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. It was great to be here.
All right, you guys, that is the end of this week's Real Talk Radio Show. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all were informed. And I hope it gave you a little bit of spark for what you guys want to do with your home to change it up, fix it up, give new life, spruce it up, whatever you want to do. But I just wanted to give some cool and fun suggestions. As always, we have our YouTube page now. Please subscribe, like, comment, great. I love seeing your comments. I love hearing from you all. It's so important to see that community and be able to share more information. I'm so excited for next week. I'm going to share, a bit of a history lesson about Easter, and I'm so excited for everyone to be listening. As always, stay safe, stay blessed. It's your girl, Savannah Justine, for Real Talk Radio, bringing you the public affairs that affect you.